The D vitamins are a group of fat-soluble psychosteroids, and the most important ones for human health are vitamin D3 and D2. Vitamin D2, known as ergocalciferol, and vitamin D3, known as cholecalciferol, are almost structurally identical. The only difference between these two is that the side chain of D2, ergocalciferol, contains a double bond between carbons 22 and 23. Unlike vitamin D3, this molecule also has a methyl group on carbon 24. The main purpose of these vitamins in your body is to maintain skeletal calcium balance. This is done by promoting calcium absorption throughout your intestines. The synthesis of cholecalciferol, vitamin D3, is the major natural source of the D vitamins in your body. It's synthesized throughout the lower layers of the skin epidermis, thanks to UVB radiation from the sun, or artificial sunlight, that starts a chemical reaction. You can, however, also get cholecalciferol or ergocalciferol ingested in your diet from supplements. However, D vitamins are generally quite rare in your ordinary diet, and only fish that are rich in fats, as well as dairy products, contain a major amount of vitamin D. It could be argued that the D vitamins should not be considered actual vitamins because your body can actually produce them naturally. You just require access to sunlight. Perhaps these should merely be considered hormones instead. Regardless, it is still a fact that many people, especially in the very northern latitudes as well as in the very southern latitudes, where UV radiation is weaker for most of the year, vitamin D deficiency is a real risk, and actually more common than one might believe. In fact, it's been estimated that 1 billion people worldwide are either vitamin D insufficient or deficient. Rickets is a condition that results in weak or soft bones of children. It was not uncommon for these children to actually develop bowed legs, have severe pain in their bones, a larger than normal forehead, and stunted growth. In the more severe cases, there's even evidence that it can lead to intellectual disabilities later on. The major cause of rickets is deficiency of the D vitamins. Rickets is most common in the third world. However, not too long ago in modern history, it was actually relatively common in the so-called First World too. There was an apparent epidemic in London during the Industrial Revolution of children with bowed legs and stunted growth, many also showing intellectual disabilities. Classic signs of rickets and severe rickets. During the Industrial Revolution, London suffered persistent thick fogs and industrial smog. For many years, this fog and smog was so thick that very little of the sunlight actually reached the ground in the major town. According to some experts, it's likely that 80% of children during a certain period in London suffered from one form of rickets or another. This is also why rickets is actually known as the English disease in some languages. Except for rickets, there's also a risk of osteoporosis if you have a vitamin D deficiency. Characteristics of osteoporosis is softening of the bones, leading to bending of the spine, bowing of the legs, as well as obviously bone fragility. Slight cases of vitamin D deficiency can easily be treated by simply spending more time in UV radiation environments, such as simply going outside more during the summer months. The D vitamins are fat-soluble, so they can actually be stored in your body to be used later on during the winter. If not, vitamin D deficiency can easily be treated with supplements, many of whom you can buy without a prescription in a normal pharmacy. Thank you all for watching this video on the D vitamins. I've also made 3 previous videos on vitamins, such as A vitamin, B vitamins, and the C vitamin. If you want to see those videos too, you have a playlist linked in the description. Please don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy this content, and don't forget to click that bell, otherwise you may not be notified when I drop a video. Anyway guys, take care. Bye!